Shalom, prayer warriors. Well, today we embark on the book of Leviticus, starting with chapter 1, which introduces the laws of the burnt offerings. These offerings made from either cattle, sheep, goats, or birds, depending on what the offerer could afford, are described in detail, including how they should be presented and burned on the altar. This chapter emphasizes the concepts of atonement, consecration, and the surrendering of oneself to God through these offerings. As we prepare for our prayer today, let's ask God to clear any distractions and to open our hearts to the themes of sacrifice and devotion. Reflect on the significance of the burnt offerings as a symbol of total commitment to God, where the entire offering is consumed by fire, leaving nothing behind. Let's pause for a moment. Allow Ruach to fall fresh on you, and ready yourself to contemplate the deeper meanings behind these ancient rituals. Consider how the principles of sacrifice and surrender apply to your own spiritual life. Think about what it means to give completely of oneself to God, offering not just physical possessions, but also our hearts and our lives. Let's begin our prayer. Holy and righteous Father, in the detailed instructions of Leviticus 1 for the burnt offerings, I am reminded of the profound significance of sacrifice and worship and the necessity of approaching you with reverence and purity. Help me to understand the depth of sacrifice that pleases you and the ability to offer myself to you fully without reservation. Lord, as the offerings were to be made without blemish, reflecting the need for purity and perfection, teach me to seek purity in my own life. May my thoughts, words, and actions be pleasing in your sight, and may I strive for holiness in all that I do, knowing that you call me to be holy as you are holy. God of atonement, as the burnt offerings made a pleasing aroma to you, let my life be a living sacrifice, emitting the fragrance of Christ in every place. Help me to live in such a way that my life attracts others to your love and your grace, offering hope and light in a world that is in need. In the laying of hands on the offering, signifying identification with the sacrifice, Lord, remind me of my identification with Christ, who offered himself once and for all on my behalf. May this truth influence every aspect of my life, grounding my identity in your redemption and in your love. Lord, in the act of the burnt offering, that it was completely burned, symbolizing total surrender to you. Inspire me to surrender my total being to you, my plans, my hopes, my dreams, and my fears. Teach me to trust your providential care and to believe that you work all things together for my good and for your glory. O God of mercy and grace, as the sacrifices were made for atonement and fellowship with you, renew my appreciation for the sacrifice of Jesus, which has forever made a way for me to approach your throne with confidence. Father, help me to live in the freedom and joy of this access, maintaining a close and continual fellowship with you through prayer and through obedience. In all my offerings, whether they be of time, of my resources, or of service, let them be done in love and gratitude, not out of obligation, but as a response to your great love for me. May my sacrifices reflect wholehearted devotion to you and to contribute to the building upon your kingdom. God of endless compassion, remind me daily of your mercies, which are new every single morning, and your grace, which is sufficient for me. As I offer